Hi everyone, my name is Lydia Martinez. I am the owner of L Marketing and Events, and today I wanted to talk to you about how you can boost your organic SEO or search engine optimization with blog posts. I recommend that every single business out there have a blog on your business page that you're updating at least once a month. It doesn't have to be a ton. And part of it is because search engines really like fresh content. They like to see new things go up on your website. It tells them, hey, my site is still relevant, it's still active, there's still things going on, and it's worth checking it out. It's worth sending the web crawlers back on a regular basis to crawl through the site and figure out what it's about. Blog posts are great for customers or clients or your audience that you're trying to reach. It builds authority. It showcases that you're knowledgeable. It showcases that you are you care enough about your business to provide them with fresh service-oriented content that is useful or interesting or funny or engaging. And it also shows that you're consistently still in business. If people see a blog post within the past 30 days and your website isn't static or unchanging, they're like, oh, this business still is relevant. It's still important. It's still impactful. They're posting things on a regular basis. So one of the reasons, and those are all important reasons to blog, but one of the other reasons that you should be thinking, incorporating blog posts into your overall marketing strategy is because it can help your SEO or your search engine optimization. It can tell the search engines what your business is, what you're about, what your specialties are, how you operate, all those things. And it's really, really important that you do that. Search engines do not automatically know and understand. When a website goes up, it takes time for them to figure out what it's even about. And you want the search engines on your side, right? You want people to know that if I Google, ice cream near me, and I'm an ice cream shop owner, I want my website to come up. I want my shop to come up. I want my Google My Business listing to come up. I want people to know who I am and what I do and what it's all about. So keeping that in mind, it's really, really important that you infuse your blog content with SEO keywords or key phrases. And we've got a step-by-step kind of checklist for what we do and how we write for the search engines, not just for a human reader. And so I'm going to walk you through that today, how we actually write for SEO for our clients' blogs. First of all, we start out by picking a topic. Some SEO companies, they will start with a keyword or a key phrase, but we try to actually write for the humans first, not for the search engines. So we will try and pick topics that are interesting, they're relevant, they're timely, they're seasonal, they're engaging on some level that is significant and impactful. So that's kind of our step one and where we start with when it comes to our search engine optimization. Once we have that topic, then we will work and try and find an SEO or search engine optimized keyword or key phrase. It used to be you'd just pick a word. So for example, if I was that ice cream company, I would pick the word ice cream. Now you might want to pick something that is a little bit more hyper specific, because how many people have the word ice cream on their website all over the world? It's the World Wide Web, right? Everywhere that word is going to appear. And so you might pick ice cream in Phoenix, Arizona, if that's where you were located. Or if you wanted to get even more specific, you could pick, ice cream in a specific neighborhood in Phoenix, Scottsdale, in Phoenix, Arizona. So you could narrow it down by a phrase that's hyper specific, but also that people might search. There's all kinds of tools for figuring out what a good SEO keyword or key phrase would be. We're actually not going to go into that today because it is pretty complex. But just know that there are tools out there where you can research effective keywords, key phrases for your industry based on what people are actually plugging into search engines. The other thing to keep in mind when you're picking key phrases right now is to remember that very often now people are searching with their voice instead of typing something in to a search engine. So they might say something like, "Hey, Google, tell me this thing." As a matter of fact, my Google speaker just kicked on when I said that. So people might search verbally instead of typing something in, and the way people search with their voice is different than if people type it in. So you want to be sure that you're thinking about it from both ways. Once you've got your topic and you know what your keyword or key phrase is going to be within that topic, what you want people to look at that blog post for, then you're actually going to go ahead and write it. For an SEO optimized blog post, I usually recommend that it be a minimum of 500 words and usually closer to 800 to 1,000 words. I like to think of blog posts as 6th grade essays, where you have a title, you have an opening paragraph, you have 3 paragraphs proving or supporting whatever your topic is. It could be 3 subtopics within that, and then you have a closing paragraph where you wrap it all up, and at the very end you have a call to action, which is, buy from us now, follow us on Facebook, sign up for our email list to get great deals. It's actually asking people to do something. So within your SEO blog post, one of the things that you want to make sure, and depending on your website platform, if it's Shopify or WordPress, most online platforms have an SEO tool or an SEO plugin to help you. And within that SEO tool, you will plug in things like your meta description. A meta description tells the search engines what that page is about. It also tells people that Google your page what that page is about. So there will be a little description underneath it as well that will talk about what that page is about. So within that SEO tool, you're going to fill out your meta description. Make sure that your SEO keyword appears in that meta description and that it appears in the title of your blog post. That's step number 1. Then most SEO tools will allow you to actually add in the exact key phrase that you want to use. And some of them, depending on how robust they are, will allow you to add in some alternate key phrases, something that's similar to that key phrase. If you're location-based, have a location key phrase. If you're an online e-commerce store and you operate anywhere in the United States, it might be product specific. From there, once you've plugged that into your SEO tool, you want to infuse that key phrase into your blog post anywhere from 3 to 7 times. And it should appear, again, in the title, the meta description, the opening paragraph, in at least one header or an H1 copy within the website. And I know that's a little like internet geeky, but basically anytime you put a big header within your blog post or a subheader, those are called H1s, H2s, H3s. You want it to appear at least once in an H1. From there, once you've done all of that, one of the great ways to get humans to read your post is to put a really great photo at the top of the post or put a few photos within the post. So going back to our ice cream example, who doesn't love looking at photos of beautiful ice cream or a little gif of, sprinkles going on top of your cone? You want to name these properly. So your photo titles need to be named with that key phrase in the name of the file that you upload. And you have to do this before you even upload the photo. And then from there, all websites have a place where you can add in what's called alt text on photos. Alt text is really important for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because it's for the seeing impaired. So if anybody on your website can't see or has visual problems, the alt text is a description of that photo. It keeps you from getting in trouble with people that are from essentially being sued from people that are looking out for ADA, people with hearing impairments. So it's really important you fill out your alt text for that reason. But your alt text is also somewhere where you can put in that key phrase, and the websites which can't see the website crawlers which can't see photos will actually look at that alt text and give you access to it, and count that towards your SEO. So those are a few different things that we do when we're doing SEO optimized blog posts. From there, we'll also share them on our social pages. We might share them on our Google My Business page. We might share the link. We'll definitely share it in an e-blast. We might even publish excerpts of it other places. Now, here's your bonus points for SEO. What you should do is go through your blog post and hyperlink to other blog posts within that blog post. One, it's great for your human readers because they are actually able to get deeper into your website, find out more about you. But it is also fantastic for the web crawlers because they follow those links and then build attachments. The algorithms build attachments. Oh, this content is related to this content, which means that this is what this web page is about, which means that anybody that Googles this thing, I should send them to this page. So those are all the steps. That's how we handle it. That's how we do it, start to finish. That's what it looks like. Really, truly, if you do not have a blog for your business, I highly encourage you to go ahead and start one. It will make a world of difference for your organic SEO. Again, my name is Lydia Martinez. I'm the owner of L Marketing and Events. And if there's anything that we can do for you to help you support your website and your SEO, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.